Okay, this makes me feel really stupid, but is the hymen tearing when having sex for the first true? I'm a virgin who uses tampons with zero issues, and I still have no idea what a hymen is. Mine had light bleeding, but not everyone even has one to begin with. And hymens can easily be broken through non-sexual means. Nope, women can read it through fingering themselves. Some don't even have one. It isn't an indication. https://lovelibra.com download article had his hymen depends on the type of hymen. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Generally proper foreplay, wetness, or lubrication can help ease your first time. Let me highly recommend this video from Not Adam Ruins Everything. https. No, a hymen and virginity aren't as related as patriarchal society has probably led you to believe. Some people don't even have them, and a hymen can tear from myriad circumstances. If someone has one, it usually opens shortly after they are born, so period blood can leave the body later in life. On that note, anyone who has ever used a tampon would not have an imperforate hymen. The majority of women don't have intact hymen during first sex. Why? Hymen is very fragile and become more thin as you are getting older. You can tear it while doing normal activities involving vibrations like riding a bike or horse, jumping, or just running around. Another problem is that the said membrane has a different shape. It usually does not cover the entire vaginal entrance, and up to 30 of girls are born completely without it. Google hymen shapes. Most common type is with one with big hole only partially covering vagina, so if you don't know what to look for, you wouldn't even notice the girl is virgin. That's why virginity is considered outdated concept in modern societies. I didn't have one and felt no obvious pain my first time, more so the discomfort of him trying to go and dry, but no blood or anything. So sometimes into adolescence they just thin and break on their own, some are born without them. Sometimes, it's a very thin layer of skin that covers the opening to the vagina. Usually it has holes. Sometimes it's non-existent. Sometimes it was there but is long gone by adulthood. Sometimes it's just a little barely there flap on the edge. Sometimes it covers the whole hole but is just a couple strings of tissue. Sometimes it actually does cover the hole, but is also full of holes, so a non-issue. And sometimes there's actually enough of it and it's sturdy enough that the first time having sex or using a tampon is uncomfortable. An adult woman that did things like ride a bike as a kid isn't likely to have one. And if she's used a tampon, it pretty much has to be gone. Generally, it's a non-issue. It's only a problem in the so where I have never heard of it cases where it's thick enough to actually cause difficulties with tampons or first intercourse. I dated someone who had been with a couple guys before me and am the one who broke her hymen. She was super embarrassed, but I told her it's natural and not a big deal, even though I was panicking in my head because it had never happened to me before and there was blood everywhere. Just remember, intelligent people ask questions, are eager to learn, and accept when they themselves are wrong. Ignorant people believe what other people tell them, take it as fact, and cannot see truth beyond their own beliefs. What's AMAB? My brain is trying to be funny and all it's coming up with is whale hunter. Stupid funny brain. Most women don't have it. Don't let religion influence you. It is in some cases, not in all of them, not sure if even in the majority of them. Some women have a dilatable hymen that doesn't break with sex. Many women's hymen will tear before sex. This looked like a good reference. https://my.clevelandclinic.org body 22,708 hymen. I never had one. I probably tore it a while ago. I also didn't bleed my first time. Don't assume all women have them. A virgin is still a virgin. The idea of your hymen tearing making you a virgin or not is what's misleading. That's where the term popping your cherry comes from. When your hymen tears, there's some blood, hence red, hence the term cherry. So yes, it does tear your first time having sex, but a lot of women tear it way before they have sex for the first time. A tampon is enough to tear your hymen. Even certain exercises can tear it. Mine teared for the third time for some reason? Was awkward lol. To make it even more confusing, I had a micro-perforate hymen, meaning nothing could enter my vagina until after I had surgery. Why do people still care about a hymen? Like no one is going into your vagina to inspect your hymen. It does nothing to affect you or your partner. So who cares? Either way, here's some info to help you understand your anatomy better. It stretches from sex https. It could be, but it isn't guaranteed.